Deserve victory.
Deserve victory.
Deserve victory.
Deserve victory just simply means that no program or student athlete is guaranteed victory, but with the right core values and the right leadership, you can deserve victory. From our standpoint, if you're smart, tough, disciplined, and better conditioned, that's the foundation. Ultimately, the goals plus execution equal outcome. We feel that these 8 pillars and that foundation are what's going to support our goals.
Choices.
Choices protect performance. You are what you repeatedly do.
In order to be successful in our program, you have to make great choices.
Choices you make on the field, off the field, in class, just being a great young man. Attitude.
Attitude sparks performance.
If you have a positive attitude, then with weightlifting or anything with school, if you think you're going to do it, you're going to do it.
Your attitude really shows what type of man you are and how you deal with adversity.
Partnership.
Partnerships influence performance.
You can't do everything by yourself, especially in football and life. I believe you always got to have someone on your side to get through things, your family, your friends, your coaches. They're always going to be your partner. Gratitude.
Gratitude enriches performance.
Gratitude is basically showing appreciation, being thankful for what others sacrifice for you.
Gratitude is the opposite of entitlement.
Just being thankful for what you have will make you work even harder.
Team me.
Team me means big team and little me.
Everyone has their role on the team.
Can't beat the drill with selfish people. Can't win with selfish people.
It's all about being unselfish and realizing that you're not the only person on the team and the team's bigger than yourself.
We're all one, and we all need each other in order to be a great team.
Passion. Passion energizes performance. I don't think you can do anything worth anything in this life if you don't have passion, you don't have energy. We call it around here at the University of Miami, bringing the juice.
And that's what this program was built on, was passionate players. If you don't have passion, then you don't deserve to be a Miami Hurricane.
Preparation.
Proper preparation prevents poor performances.
At the University of Miami, we try to be the industry leader in terms of preparation.
The preparation that we put into each practice, the preparation that we put into each game.
Up to the last 48 hours towards the game, we're going to be preparing for the event.
Empowerment.
Empowerment means owning your craft.
Empowerment frees performance.
Empowerment to me means somebody gives you the plan in order to be successful, and you take that plan. They don't need to tell you anymore what you have to do. You just go out and do it on your own.
Coach Golden has shown us the values of the pillars. That's the backbone of our team. We'll deserve victory through our hard work.
We have an opportunity to deserve victory, to be champions, to be great. And I know each one of you want it as bad as I want it.
Remember, no player or coach is guaranteed victory, but with the right core values and the right leadership, you can deserve victory. Choose to deserve victory every day.
Hi, I'm Jerry Horowitz. I'm the Director of High School Player Development at the National Football League. I'm excited to be on the campus at the University of Miami. And on behalf of the National Football League and the National Guard, I'd like to thank Coach Golden, his staff, and anyone involved in production of this 2013 High School Player Development tape, which will be distributed to every high school football coach in the country. Coach Golden, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jerry. And thank you to the NFL, and thank you to the National Guard for giving the University of Miami Hurricanes a wonderful opportunity to share with America and all of its coaches the fundamentals and techniques and drills that we believe in here at the University of Miami and how we teach our players every day. It's vitally important that all of us as instructors and coaches and leaders of young men not only focus on the safety integrity of the game, but that we also make sure that we are supporting the core values that are represented here in the HSPD. I think we all understand at some point that we're going to have to retire from the game, or that not all of us will make it to the NFL. And it's incumbent on all of us as high school coaches, as coaches in college, and obviously as leaders in the community to produce young men that are equipped and prepared and can meet all the challenges that they'll face in the community and the workforce. I've been involved in the high school player development program since 2001. And the reason why I've been involved is because it's so vitally important to the future of our game, to the integrity of our game, that we teach fundamentals and that we teach safety and that we always put player safety first. The HSPD is more than just teaching X's and O's or techniques and fundamentals. It's a way to teach and share core values that align with both the NFL, the National Guard, and also the University of Miami in terms of producing great young men in the classroom in the community, and obviously on the field of competition. On behalf of the University of Miami Hurricanes and our coaching staff, we hope you and your coaching staff will find the instructional drills both enjoyable and useful as you start to train your student athletes in the fundamentals of the game, the safety of the game, and ultimately teaching them core values that will last a lifetime. We hope that in the end that your student athletes will deserve victory.
Coach, being down here and seeing your staff put together this video, I'm sure that 2013 will be the best video that has ever been produced. Again, on behalf of the National Football League, the National Guard, Coach Golden, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jerry.
Hello, my name is Michael Barrow. I'm the linebacker special team coordinator here at the University of Miami. And I hope these drills that I assembled together will be beneficial to you and your team's success. The first individual drill we perform on a daily basis is a series of pass reaction drills. The first drill in this series is called the hips drill. The purpose of the hips drill is to teach the linebackers how to react to the quarterback with multiple commands in one rep. The coach in the middle will direct the linebackers to backpedal straight back and instruct them to open their hips to the left or the right while staying on the line and keeping vision on the quarterback. After 3 hip turns, the coach will place the ball high to simulate a throw. The linebackers will then plant with their up foot, point, and drive downhill to intercept the ball. The major coaching point with this is that you want to keep the linebackers, make sure the linebackers stay on the line. And then they need the burst. It's not a good burst, not a good finish here by the 2 guys to the right. Good job by the guy on the left side. Good. That's the way you want to burst, keep the ball high and tight, and finish. We don't want to give the ball back to the offense. Back pedal on the line. Good job here flipping the hips on it, stand on the line. Good job by the guy in the middle. Job here flipping, staying low. The guy to the top left, to the far left, is too high as he flipping his hip. And then right now he's skidding as opposed to planting with his up foot. He should be plant hard with his left foot, and then he want to point and then drive downhill. Great job by the linebacker in the middle of planting with his up foot. Good job planting right there with his up foot, and then now pointing and then driving downhill. Great job and great finish. Job here, back pedal. Now, if you look at the linebacker to the far left, he's not opening his hips, so he's struggling turning. The linebacker in the middle doing a great job of flipping his hips and staying on the line of scrimmage, opening his hip, letting his hips open free. Great job here with the linebacker in the middle of planting, right, pointing, and then now driving downhill for the interception. Great job overall. After each player has performed a reps of hips, the second drill of our pass reaction series is what we call 45 retrace. The purpose of the 45 retrace is to teach the linebackers how to react to the quarterback in the final position of a pass drop, either a hook curl or curl flat drop. The coach will direct the linebackers to open and execute a 45-degree drop and while keeping vision on the quarterback. The coach will place the ball high and simulate a throw, and the linebackers must read the quarterback eyes, front shoulders in order to break on the throw. The linebackers will plant their up foot, point, and drive downhill to intercept the ball. So right now, all eyes will be on the coach in the middle. Linebackers will drop 45. Coach put the ball high and tight, shoulders are turned, and linebackers now want to plant, point, and burst downhill to gain ground. You see the linebackers to the left. He's rounding off. He's not planting with his up foot. He's planting with his inside foot, so he's going to round off. The linebackers to the right, number 59, he's doing a good job of planting with his up foot, all right, and then now bursting downhill. Job to open it up. Good job by the linebacker to the right of planting with his up foot and breaking downhill. Great job there. Linebacker in the middle, he's he's not planting with his up foot, he's planting with his inside foot, so therefore he's rounding off. We want to attack the line of scrimmage, go downhill, plant, point, and burst downhill to the ball. All right, linebackers here, good here of planting, of opening up, attacking the drop, and then now plant, point, and burst downhill. Just want to catch the ball clean. Got it. We have to catch the ones they throw to us. Linebacker in the middle, instead of planting out up off his right foot, he's planting off his inside foot, and so now he's rounding off a little bit. The next drill that we have in our pass reaction drill is to retrace. The linebackers now will attack the drop at a 45-degree angle, and then now they will retrace their steps back to the original point. So the linebackers open up at a 45, breaking off the quarterback's shoulders, and then now they're going to retrace to their final position. All right, same coaching point. They want to plant, all right? They want to drive, then burst downhill. Plant, point, and then drive downhill. So plant with they should all be planting with their left foot, all right? And then they want to point with their right foot, and they want to drive downhill, attacking the ball. Attacking the ball. Good job right there. Good job by all three. Same thing. Open it up. Good. Good by the linebacker in the middle, number 56 of, all right, right here, planting, point, and then now drive downhill. All right, good job by all three guys. Look at number 44 to the top right of your screen. Good job of him, planting, point, and then out. Drive downhill, retrace the step. Same thing right here, linebacker to the middle, too deep. All right, you want to plant, burst, and then drive downhill. Plant, point, and burst downhill. Good job overall. Good job of planting, bursting, and going downhill. The final phase of our pass reaction series is called the three-step. The purpose of the three steps is to teach the linebackers how to react to a quarterback three-step drop, which normally results in a quick throw, i.e. or slant. All right, the coach will line up in the middle, and the linebackers now will key the coach. The coach will stand up straight after the ball is snapped, place the ball in a high position, and look in the direction he wants to throw the ball. The linebackers then must buzz their feet and react in the direction of the quarterback eyes and front shoulder in order to break on the throw. The linebackers will burst in the direction of the throw and break flat, which we call radar, all right, to get underneath throwing lane to either get a pick or a big hit on the receiver during the game. The linebacker in this drill will catch the ball and then get upfield. So he want to plant, all right, point, and burst upfield to gain positive yards when he catches the ball and hold the ball high and tight. So all the linebackers keying the coach in the middle. They react now to the coach's left, their right. They're radaring, get in the throwing position, and then once they catch the ball, they want to plant, point, and burst upfield to gain positive yards. Good job right there. Same thing. Good reaction here. Good by the linebacker in the middle, number 56, of planting, bursting, and getting upfield for positive yards, holding the ball high and tight. All right, linebackers here. Good. All right, good here, but the linebacker in the middle, number 52, he's catching the ball with his body. He wants to get the ball, get his hands out front, extends his hands out front to catch the ball, as opposed to landing, get into his body, but good reaction going downhill. All right, now you can do the same drill. Now going to my right, their left. All right, linebackers got to key me. They don't know which direction I'm going. So when they line up, they don't know. I can go either to the left or right. They got to react. They can't guess. All right, good right here, catching the ball, but not a good finish. You want to plant the outside foot. All right, you want to plant, point, and then burst. Get north. Too many of them rounding off. You want to gain upfield, get positive yards. All right, good reaction here. All right, now, good job right here. Planting, all right. Once they catch the ball, they plant, all right, burst and get upfield. Gain north, all right, and go ahead and score and get a touchdown or change the game with a positive play. So that concludes our pass reaction series here at the University of Miami. One of the most important drills I would like to review today is called the stance and start drill. The purpose of the drill is to teach the linebackers to play downhill fast without taking a false step. Proper stance and footwork allows linebackers to close ground quickly and to make more plays. Here at the University of Miami, we teach 4 components to having a proper stance. The first component is feet shoulder width apart. We want our linebackers to get in the stance by bending from their knees, not their waist. Knees slightly turned inside. This allows them to have the weight on the ball of their feet and pressure on their big toes. And then last, we want their upper body relaxed so that way they can let their arms hang down so that way they can explode and move freely out their stance, either to their left or right more effectively. The stance to start drill is set up this way. For us, we run a 4-3 defense, and so therefore we have 3 linebackers, the Mike linebacker in the middle, the Sam and Will on the respective side. And the key of the drill is that we place an agile bag behind the linebacker heels to prevent the false step. The linebacker waiting his turn will watch if the bag moves, and if the bag moves, he will give immediate feedback to the linebacker that's going. All the linebackers are responsible for keying me, the running back, and then now once they key the back, they want to take a 6-inch step in the direction of the running back and get their second foot down to the ground quickly. We want to play out our stance. We want eyes, hands, hips, then feet. Eyes, hands, hips, then feet. This example right here, I'm playing the running back. I'm stepping to my right, their left. They want to gain ground. 6-inch step with the direction of the back. The linebackers to your right, the middle linebacker and the outside linebacker, both proper footwork. The linebacker away, he false step. He's stepping with his wrong foot first, as opposed to stepping with his left foot. He stepped with his right foot first. Linebackers come in. We have them point at their keys to identify their primary read. Good. See the linebacker to the top right, number 13. Right now, the thing I don't like about this stance, he's too high. He needs to bend down more, bend from his knees, not his waist. Have his knees turned slightly aside so his weight is on the ball of his feet and pressure is on the big toe. The other linebackers, good job stepping, position themselves to make some plays. Now we're going to step to my left, their right. Right here. All right, now backside linebacker number 13. We just don't want him just to take off running. He's still too high. He's one of our young linebackers. Actually was moved to linebacker in the middle of spring, so he's still working on his technique. Good job him. Need to gain ground with his right foot. See how he's understepping, stepping underneath his body, as opposed to gaining ground. The other 2 linebackers are gaining ground with their step. 6 inches, gain ground, 45 degree, because we want to explode our stance and play in the backfield. When you do this drill, it's different reads that we do. The few reads that you saw were what we call direct reads. And other reads, we can do fast reads. We do what we call delay reads. Delay reads are like power counters. So linebackers, and then I don't tell them which way we're going. We can either go to the right or to the left. Here's what we call a delay read. Running back, I'm pretending the running back is hopping on a counter step. We want to step with our read step. That's why it's important. The linebacker all the way to the left, good job, short 6-inch step, and now he's able to redirect. Great job. All right, the linebacker in the middle, don't like the fact he's not taking enough with a 6-inch step. He's kind of hopping out of his stance. And the linebacker to the far right of the screen, just want him to gain ground a little bit more with his first step instead of stepping sideways. But overall, good job. Now, this is a game-like situation. How stance to start is important to us. Here's a game last year versus Ohio State. Here's a short yardage situation. It's 3rd and 1. You see the 2 linebackers off the ball right here, gaining ground with the first step, not taking a false step. Even though they're facing a delay play, which is a power O play. Good job here. Stand behind the ball, attacking the line of scrimmage. Here's a different view, back shot view of the same play, so you can get a feel of the footwork. Attacking the line of scrimmage, trying to play in the backfield, In game situation like this, I mean, every false step count. There's a difference between it being a first down or them calling out their punt unit and going for a field goal. Here we were able to stop them because the linebackers executed a proper stance. Another important drill I'd like to review today is the stance and start with sled explosion. This drill is one of our foundational drill that we do on a consistent basis. The purpose of the drill is to teach the linebackers how to play downhill with no false step and to take on blocks with power. Proper stance, footwork, and take-on technique allows our linebackers to close ground quickly, get off blocks, and make plays. We set up the drill. The drill is set up where we take a single-man sled and we have an agile bag about 3 yards away. The linebacker gets in a stance and execute the 4 components of a stance: feet shoulder width apart, bend from your knees, not your waist, knees slightly turned inside. Therefore, it puts the pressure on the ball of the feet and pressure on your big toe and upper body relaxed. The drill is started at the coach's command. When the coaches blow a whistle, the linebacker now will execute a stand and start. He'll attack the sled with hands inside and thumbs up. Once he attacked the sled, all right, he's rubbing his ribs and he wants to extend his arm fully and keep moving on contact. At the coach's second whistle, the linebacker will disengage the sled by moving his backside foot first and then ripping his backside arm. Coaching point with this: coaches, you want to count 1001, 1002, then you blow the whistle, forcing the linebacker to strain longer than he thinks. Here's the drill again. Linebacker gets in the stand, coach blow the whistle, tack the bag, thumbs up, elbows tight to his body. We call that rubbing the ribs. All right, once he make contact, 1001, 1002, coach blows the second whistle. He disengages by moving his backside foot first, all right, and then ripping his backside arm. Here's a different angle just to emphasize the point of moving that backside foot. All right, linebacker attacks the bag, coach is blowing a whistle. Now, right here, now he moves the bag, he gets off the bag by clearing his hip by moving his backside foot first. This allows his hips to be cleared from the bag, and then he'll rip his backside arm. Great job right here. Backside foot first. Let's slow it down. Backside foot first. Backside foot first. See, he's not crossing over, just moving the backside foot first. All right, and then now he's ripping his backside arm and follow through. Same drill here, different angle. Explode into the bag. 1001, 1002. Blow the whistle. Good job here, moving his backside foot first. See his heels? His backside foot is moving. It clears his heels from the bag, and it now is able him to rip off, and he's ripping. Now, one thing we can do as a change-up is that when he rips off the bag, we could do a ball instruction period where you have him scoop and score. Same thing here. Linebacker comes out in stance. Good stance right here. Now, the thing that you got to coach, especially with young guys, you want them to not worry about trying to lift the bag, but exploding into the bag. All right, so right now, he's exploding into the bag by rubbing his ribs together, feet moving on contact. At the second command, second whistle, all right, he's going to disengage by moving his backside foot. All right, see, right now, he doesn't have a lot of movement from his backside foot. He's just tossing the bag away. And that's not what we want. A lot of times, we're facing offensive linemen that weigh more than 100 pounds than us. So it's important that we have proper technique to get off, because we're not going to have the upper body strength to disengage like that. So footwork is the key. So right here, what this linebacker wants to do here is that he wants to move his backside foot first to clear his hips and then disengage, as opposed to just throwing it back to the side. And then, like I said, after the drill, you can either have him tackle. This particular drill here, we got the assistant rolling the ball on the ground, and we're scooping and scoring. All right, same drill. All right, now he's exploding to the bag. Good job here. Hips on the bag. Bag extended fully. All right, move his backside foot. Good job moving his backside foot first, and then ripping, and then scooping, scoring. Excellent job. Excellent. Now we could do the same thing, same drill here for our Sam linebackers. Now, instead of having them 2 or 3 yards off the ball, we have them 1 step off the ball. And the coaching point we emphasize is step and strike. The Sam linebacker will have a staggered stance. We want his inside foot up and his outside foot up and his inside foot back. And on the coach's whistle, he's going to step and strike into the bag. Same coaching point. Thumbs up, rubbing your ribs together, moving your feet on contact. Coach going to count 1,000, 1,002, and then now he's going to disengage by moving his backside foot. Good job here. Stepping and striking into the bag. Get that foot in the ground. All right. Bam. Step and strike. Extend. 1,001, 1,002. Good job here. Moving the backside foot first and then disengaging. Excellent job. Now let's take our training to the game. Here's a game versus Boston College right here. If you look at our Sam linebacker, number 94 on the left side of your screen, taking on the tight end. Good job here, stepping and striking. I like for him to get that foot on the ground first before he makes contact. That would give him a better power, more power once he makes contact. But it's still a great job here, rubbing his ribs together, hands inside. Now, also look at number 59, or the left inside linebacker as you're looking at it. Taking on a block. Good job here, rubbing his ribs together. All right, dropping his hips, moving his feet on contact. Right here. Good job moving the backside foot first. All right, clearing his hips. And now both of these guys are able to make a tackle. Excellent job, excellent demonstration of the sled explosion drill. One-on-one cut drill is one of the drills that we do here that teaches our linebackers how to defeat low blocks. It's a great tool to use that allows our kids to execute proper technique and allows our linebackers to stay on their feet and defeat blocks and make plays. The major emphasis is that you got to constantly tell them to bend at their knees and not their waist and to stay square. What we do to set up the drill is that we have the linebackers partner up, and we have one group of linebackers that are on their knees on all four, and they're symbolizing the offensive person trying to cut the outside leg. And then we have the linebackers standing up in a two-point stand in a ready position, having their feet either staggered, outside foot back, inside foot up, hands creating a V, all right, where you have your thumbs together and creating a V. And then now what you want to do in order to defeat the two blocks, you teach them two eyes and two hands aiming for the crown of the helmet. In the crown of the helmet, we call it place where the top of the face mask, where the screws on the face mask are in, and you have that logo, have that U logo on there. And so we try to teach them that once you do this, you want to aim for that point, all right? Aim here, and then as you aim and make contact, you want to slide, you want to push, and then give a step and regain ground. So we do this drill to slow things down. It's more of a teaching concept, just making sure that they have the proper technique down. And then as we transition to other drills, we could pick up the tempo and do it at a faster pace and see if they really got it down. So here's the drill. We set it up. Good job here by linebacker right here. All right. Good job. They're doing the drill. Good contact. We're trying to aim for the screws. Good job by the linebacker at the top of the screen. Aiming, giving ground. Good job here. Now regain ground. Excellent job right here. And so what you try to do is get reps to both sides and constantly just repping it and getting a feel for that position. Then we flip them over and do the same thing. Good job here. And now you want to aim here for the face mask, not the top of the helmet, with the crown. We're trying to bend your knees. So that's what's important. You got to bend your knees. Bend your knees, not your waist. Right here now, he's just playing a drill. We don't want to do that. We want to attack right at the screws, right at the crown of the helmet, and then now once we make contact, then we want to slide, push, and give a step. Want to slide, push, and give a step. Slide, push, and give a step. And now we just take the same drill, and then now we flip it. Now the guys that was on all four, now they're in the linebacker stance, and the guys that was linebacker stance, now they're on all fours. So it's just a way just to rotate it. Now you look at this group right here. Linebacker 56 is not a good job. He's hitting the back of the helmet. We don't want to do that. We want to bend our knees, aim for the crown. Same thing here. We don't want to swipe at it like that. Linebacker right here. We don't want to swipe at it. We want to shoot our hands, two eyes, create a V with our hands, put our thumbs together, and aim for the crown of the helmet, the screws, and then we want to give a ground. Good job right here. Good job hand placement. Good job here. Now, once I place my hand on the helmet, then now I want to slide, push, and give a step. I want to give ground. I want to give ground, and then I regain the ground. So good hand placement here. Just need to work on linebacker 13. Need to work on once he make contact, push back. All right, give a ground, and then give a step, and then now I can gain ground. So same drill here. Now we're just emphasizing it, taking it to the next level, trying to put it all together, emphasizing the same partner up drill. Good job here. Now you see now the emphasizing. Once I get my hand placement, look at number 52. All right, he's doing the proper technique, 2 hands, 2 eyes, aiming for the crown of the helmet, and now gaining ground. Now you look at 56. All right, now I don't know what he's doing. He's instead of shooting 2 hands, 2 eyes, he's only shooting 1 hand, and that's not what we want. Same thing here with 44. Want to aim for the crown of the helmet, not on the back of the helmet. So we just constantly rep it until it becomes second nature for our guys to get this technique down. Good job, regaining ground. And like I say, the purpose of the drill is teach them how to take on low blocks and stay on their feet and make plays. Everything we do is geared towards making plays. Teaching our guys how to make plays. Making plays, all right? Same drill, all right? Guys switched over now. Good job by number 36, all right? Good hand placement, giving ground, all right? He's sliding over, good. Gain ground to give ground. 32, not good, all right? 32 need to shoot, aim for the crown of the helmet, right in the front, all right? Shoot both hands. He's not doing it. He's actually swiping it, so it's going to push the defender, assist the defender to get to his outside leg. All right? 47 to the far left of the screen, need to bend his knees more. That's going to help him hit the target point with the crown of the helmet. And the same thing with 32, he's reaching instead of shooting his arms. He's want to reach, he want to shoot his arms to the crown of the helmet, and then he want to be able to give ground to gain ground. So he's just sliding across, and he's going to get cut if he try to take that technique to the game. All right, now let's take our training to the game. Here's a situation last year versus Kansas State. If you look at the linebacker in the middle right here, number 31, Sean Spence does a great job. He's shuffling over. He's getting a cut block. He's 2 hands, 2 eyes. Now look at him. He's sliding. He's pushing himself back. He's giving ground to gain ground. Great job. Great play right here. Awesome play. Was able to come up with the big stop. All right. Let's look at it from the end zone angle. All right. Shuffling over. Good. All right. 2 hands, 2 eyes. Filling the ball carrier. All right, keep it staying alive by giving ground as the guy's trying to roll. Really great technique by the tight end, trying to roll with the cut block. Now he's just going back, giving ground. Now he's able to come in and make that play. That's the demonstration of the one-on-one cut block drill that we do at the University of Miami. Another individual drill we perform on a daily basis here is a series of shuffle series drills. The first drill in the shuffle series is called lateral shuffle. Purpose of the lateral shuffle is teaching linebackers how to move lateral while staying square, not crossing the feet or clicking the heels. The linebackers will line in a proper stance facing the coach, and at the coach commandment, it will shuffle, and then as fast as they can, and then on the second commandment, a go call, they'll turn and sprint to the finish line. So the linebacker shuffling, and then now keeping eyes on the coach. And then on the second command, they'll turn and sprint to the finish line. So linebacker shuffle, staying square fast as you can. All right, making sure they have good knee bending from their knees, not their waist. And then they want to turn and burst. Good, not clicking the heels together and staying on line. Not a good job by the last guy here. All right, he's turning and running as opposed to shuffling. You want to make sure you shuffle down the line as fast as you can, staying square, and then on the coach command, turn and run. All right, the next drill in the shuffle series is a shuffle cut. The purpose of the shuffle cut is to teach the linebacker to shuffle lateral while simulating taking on a cut block. Linebackers line opposite of the coach, and then on the coach command, they would shuffle, and then they have to watch the coach for the second command. When I say hit, then now they want to touch the ground with both hands and bend from the knees, not their waist. So this works on making sure the linebackers have proper knee bend and then trying to shuffle as fast as you can. You see a lot of time the guy in the back cheating the drill, only touching one hand, and you want to touch with two hands. All right? Good job here. Bending, bending, bending. All right, bend from your knees, not your waist. Got to bend your knees to touch the ground. Good job on number 47 in the back. Then they'll do it that direction, and then I'll bring them back. First group is up. All right, got to bend from your knees, not your waist. Bend from your knees, not your waist, and just work on knee bend while movement. All right, and good. And then you want to burst and finish to the line. The next drill in the shuffle series is the shuffle wave. The purpose of shuffle waves is to teach the linebacker to shuffle lateral in one direction and then redirect and shuffle in the opposite direction without crossing over your feet. It's just trying to teach a linebacker to stay square to the line. A lot of times, with offenses running misdirection plays, power O's or counters, you start one way and then you want to retrace and go the other way while staying square. So the shuffle wave drill is just teaching them how to shuffle in one direction and then redirect, staying square to the line, all right, shoulders square, and then now seeing the ball carry and reacting. Good job here, not clicking the heels. All right, now 47, once you sprint, you want to plant, point, and drive and stay on the line. See how he end up getting off the line? You want them to sprint down the line. You don't want him to get off the line. All right, first group is back up, shuffling. All right, and shuffle here, shuffle wave. Got to keep proper knee bend. All right, 44 is too high. That's why he slipped. All right, got to keep your feet underneath your shoulders. All right, when the coaching point is when you shuffle, all right, keep your feet underneath your armpits. All right, and just be ready to go and turn and burst. Same thing, they keying the ball. All right, they're moving with the ball. Good here, then shuffle. All right, then plant, point, and drive. Just bursting. Want to get a good finish. All right, the next drill we have in the shuffle series, all right, the next and final drill is the shuffle, sprint, and retrace drill. The purpose of the drill is to teach the linebacker how to shuffle and then sprint in one direction and then retrace in the opposite direction. Normally you'll get this movement when teams are doing like a fast run outside and then they'll have a reverse on it. So now the linebacker's turn, he committed, he's sprinting, and then, oh shoot, all right, reverse, and now he's gonna have to retrace. All right, plant his foot, point, and drive, and burst in the opposite direction, and then you try to teach them to finish, run across the finish line. So same coaching point in this series. All right, you want the linebackers facing the coach. All right, staying square. You want to shuffle without clicking heels. Then you get a command go call, and then now you want to plant, point, and drive. So if you look at 52 in the middle, all right, he's got a point. He need to be planting off that left foot. All right, he's rounding it off, as opposed to plant. All right, you want to plant off that left foot, then point with the right foot, and then drive. All right, he rounded it off. That's not a good rep right there. All right, shuffle, shuffle, sprint. All right, better job there, but still, you still want to make sure you keep vision on the quarterback. Good by 31 in the back. All right, to the left of your screen. All right. Planning, point, and then they'll drive. Just need to get a better finish. All right, now doing in opposite direction, plant, point, and drive. All right, better by 52, but just not a good finish. All right, good job here planting on his right foot, and then now you want him to stay on the line. Better job by 44. Once he plant, all right, stand on the line and drive. Good job by 44. All right, shuffle, sprint. Now, not a good job by 56. He's playing the drill. No vision on the quarterback. Turning and running. He's not seeing the ball moving. He's just running to a point. All right. And he's not seeing it. That's why he's slow reacting. The other two guys have vision on the coach, and so they're able to react quicker. All right, good job by 31. planting with his outside foot, his right foot, and then plant, point, and then drive. Good by 13 up top. All right, good job here. All right, plant, point, and drive. Good finish. Another pass reaction drill that I want to introduce today is called a jam reroute drill. The design of this drill is to teach the linebackers how to jam and reroute receivers in zone coverage while keeping square and keeping vision on the quarterback. The biggest thing we got to do is instruct our linebackers to jam the receivers with his eyes and hands, and then return our eyes quickly to the quarterback. We call that ping pong. Like you're watching a ping pong tournament match, how your eyes go back and forth from left and right. And so we want to teach our linebackers how to do that in zone coverage. The way we set up the drill is that the coach can be in the middle right here. You have a receiver on both sides, one receiver here, one receiver on the other side. So therefore you can maximize your time and have two groups going. And then you're going to alternate between the right or left side or left or right, however you choose. The linebackers are lined probably about 5 to 7 yards initially from the quarterback, or 5 yards from the ball. And then now what they're going to do is split the difference in the triangle position between the quarterback and the defender. And so what we want to do is teach our linebackers once the quarterback starts his drop, to go ahead and tack your coverage. In this particular case, we're working on a hook curl drop. So we want to go ahead and drop to our aiming point and then jam. So we want to drop and then jam, okay? And then once we drop and jam, the coaching point here is the linebacker want to make contact with the receiver near shoulder. Now once he make contact to his near shoulder, all right, he want to extend his arms into the receiver body. All right, and then now once he make contact, his near shoulders, and now we want to teach him also how to roll to the hole if the receivers try to run a seam route behind him. Roll to the hole and the receiver try to run a seam route behind him. So here's a good drop by 44. He's in that triangle position. He's going to drop. Good job with his head placement. Good job here now. Once I get my hip on the receiver hip, all right, now that puts me in position to go ahead and jam. A lot of times as you go dropping, sometimes that receiver will jam himself, because when he gets to this point, that receiver now will go wider, all right? And all I'm trying to do is disrupt his pattern. I don't want to give him a free pass to just run through our zone. I want him to make him pay the sun toll, make him pay the toll. This ain't. He should always be. I tell our linebackers all the time, we got to hurt them in zone. We got to be physical. We got to make them pay the toll. We got to have them concerned about us jamming them or hitting them, as opposed to them focusing on catching the ball. So we got to make that job uncomfortable. So the biggest thing is once I get our linebacker get to his near shoulder, all right, then now I want to make contact. Get my hip in front of his hip. By my hip staying in front of his hip, it allows me to stay square, so I won't have to man turn. All right, good job here, hand placement, good job, eyes, hand all the time, excellent job. High point of the ball and tucking and scoring, excellent job. Great rep right here. Same thing here. Now, think about him. He's dropping, but look at him. His eyes is not ping pong. He's got his eyes on the receiver the whole time. That's not good, all right, because right now he don't have any indication when the quarterback is going to pass the ball. No indication whatsoever. He's playing the drill. He's playing more of a man-to-man technique, and we're not trying to do that in zone. All right, we're trying to attack the first receiver in our zone area, and then we want to ping pong, keep vision on the quarterback. So I like the fact. And then here with his hand placement, I want to jam the receiver. I want to punch a hole in his chest. I want to be violent. I just don't want to place. I'm not playing tag. How we used to play tag you went. No, we're trying to jam them, disrupt them, and then get our eyes back on the quarterback. So not good technique here. All right, good job here, linebacker dropping. Good job ping ponging here. Good job, my hips in front of his hips. I'm attacking in their number. Good. Go ahead, be more violent with the jam. Go ahead and disrupt them. All right, good job rolling to the hole versus a seam route. Good job of high pointing the ball. All right, same thing here. Still too much man concept right here. All right, just playing the drill. You need to go ahead and jam and reroute them. All right, and then now roll to the hole. All right, now let's take our training to the game. All right, here's a situation, the game right here. We're going to focus on linebacker number 31. All right, now we talked about here's a pass. All right, he drops back. All right, receiver coming here. Now, because he don't want to just get out of his zone, vacate his zone, and try to jam a receiver. So he understands his landmark, but the thing he understands here that does a good job of receiver jam himself, he's rolling to the hole. He's able to roll back to the hole and take away the passing lane. All right, and it gives our defense an opportunity, D-line an opportunity to get pressure on the quarterback and eventually end up getting a sack. Great job by 31 taking his training to the game. Another pass reaction drill that we do here at the University of Miami that we reap huge dividends from is the play action drill. The purpose of the play action drill is to teach the linebackers to sprint back and gain depth after a false run read. Not all reads are going to be good, but you got to teach the linebackers that if you do get a bad run read, that effort can overcome a lot of mistakes. The first coaching point with this drill is that the linebackers must sprint and turn their backs to the quarterback and look for a receiver in your area. If you have to, let the ball hit you in the back of the head. It's important that you look up the receiving area, that you sprint back. So here's the drill set up. I'm representing the quarterback. I'm extending the ball out to get them to suck up. I'm telling them to bite up on the drill. Not to play the drill, but to bite up. To bite up on the drill. And now, once I re-drop, then now it's their job to re-drop and hit their landmarks. If you're a curl flat dropper, we teach our curl flat droppers, then now you want to get to the bottom of the numbers. If you're a hook curl dropper, then now you want to protect the hash to your side. In two high coverages, we teach the Mike linebacker to look up the first crosser in between the hashes. And then we teach all the linebackers that we want to play high to low and make the quarterback throw to the check down. So here's the drill. We set it up. All the linebackers are biting up on a false run read. And then now, effort. Attack your drop. Attack your landmark. This, right now, if you look to the top left of your screen, the Sam linebacker, we're in the under front. All right, he's stepping and striking on the tight end, gets sucked up. Now he's going to turn and run to the bottom of the numbers. Good job. The Mike linebacker, number 59, he's sucking up. Now he's turning and running. All right, he's getting to the hash to his side. And then now the linebacker, the will linebacker, he's turning, and then he's trying to, as a hook curl dropper in this coverage, he's trying to get to the hook curl, to the hash on his side. And then now once you get there and there's no threat of receiving area, you want to get your eyes back on the quarterback. All right, and now you want to make them pay in the zone. What we mean by make them pay in the zone or hurt them in the zone is that we want to either get a pick or a big hit or some type of ball disruption whenever we're in zone coverage. So it's a good job right here. Good job here securing the catch and go. All right, same drill here. All right, I'm sticking the ball out, getting them to suck up on the run read, and then now turn and run. Turn and run. Good job by 47 to the right of the screen, turning and running. Good job by 94. All right, he's the Sam linebacker in this case, already on the line of scrimmage, and now he's turning and sprinting out, trying to get to the bottom of the numbers. This particular coverage we called here, he's a curl flat dropper. Number 32, who's representing a Mike linebacker. All right, two high coverages. He's looking at the first crosser in between the hashes. Good job here. Catch the ball, and we want to tuck it and score. We want to finish. Want to tuck it and score. Same thing. Now, we got all three linebackers off the ball. All right, now, right here, number 31, his drop is a curl flat drop, so he's aiming for the bottom of the numbers. The Mike linebacker here, all right, he knows now it's a two high coverage. Now I want to get in between the hash. And then number 44 here, now he's a hash dropper, and he want to defend the hash into the boundary. Good job. And like I said, we want to play high to low. We want to gain as much ground as we can and force the quarterback to throw the check down or hold the ball an extra second so our pressure can get there. All right, good job by number 32 is representing the Mike linebacker. All right, Really good job. We try to emphasize getting our playing in the backfield, and he got sucked up. Good job not playing the drill, understanding that he want to over-exaggerate, so over-exaggerate, getting sucked up. Good job by all three linebackers here, turning and running, trying to gain depth. Good job by the Sam linebacker to the top left of your screen, getting to the bottom of the numbers. Excellent job all across the board. I just want to finish every time. All right, now same thing here. We're doing play action here. Got sucked up, and now this is the point I'm talking about. You know, I'm having the guys look up a receiver in the area. The Sam linebacker to the top left. He's on the top of the tight end. He's going to the bottom of the numbers, turning our back to the quarterback. All right, the Mike linebacker trying to get in between the hash, and the Will linebacker, number 31, is trying to defend the hash to his side. Now I'm telling him to run, to look up a receiver, and if you have to, let the ball hit him in the head. So that's why I purposely threw the ball earlier before he was set up, just to understand the importance that you're not going to always get an opportunity to be set up on time, but the most important thing is that when the offense is calling a play action play, they're calling a play action play to throw the ball deep, not short. And so I'm always emphasizing our linebackers, you have to sprint back, turn your back to the quarterback, and look up receiver in your area. Now this last call here, what I did was I purposely called the man coverage. One of the things that we always say when we have man coverage is eyes on your luggage. You know, if guys who travel a lot, you go travel in the airport, you know, always make an announcement, please don't leave your luggage. If you see any unsupervised luggage, please report it into to the proper authority. Well, we don't want anybody stealing luggage, especially when I grew up. I didn't own my own luggage. I had to borrow my mom's luggage, and if I lost that luggage, that means I'm going to get in trouble. The same thing here. If you lose your coverage, then you're going to get in trouble. It's going to affect the whole team. So with the same play action drill, I purposely called the man coverage to see if they will honor their rule of keeping their eyes on the luggage. So here it is. They're pointing at the key. Now I got man coverage now. 31, good job here. That's his man. Good job by the Sam linebacker staying with his tight end. Now the only guy free now is the Mike linebacker. So now he must execute his rule again in between the hashes, looking up any first crosser. Great job, great discipline all across the board. Now let's take our trainer to the game. Got the same situation right here in the game. All right, against Virginia Tech. All right, we got a false read right here about a Mike linebacker. Good reaction by the Will linebacker to the left of your screen, the Mike linebacker. He's getting sucked up on the run. Now, good job of him understanding now I got a bad read. Now I want to turn and look up the first cross in my area. Great job turning his back to the quarterback, all right, and enabling our defensive lineman to get a sack. Let's look at it from the end zone view. We want to focus on number 59. All right, he's getting sucked up on run. All right, good job. Good job here. Understand, I got a bad run read. I made a mistake. All right, we overcome mistake by effort. Good job here running, getting between the hashes, looking up the receiver, turning his back towards the quarterback. This allows our defensive line to go ahead and get a sack, and they're now able to change the game. Excellent job all across the board. Now we just got to work on our tackling with the big boy. This is the execution of our play action drill here at the University of Miami.
Another drill I'd like to cover today is called the fast read drill. The purpose of the fast read drill is to teach the linebacker proper run fit technique versus fast read or outside run plays. The main coaching point emphasis is to teach the linebacker how to properly press the line of scrimmage with good pad level. When we do this drill, the drill is set up where we have three linebackers in, and they're simulating the center and the guard. And then what we do, we have a running back there, and he would go either to his left or right. The coach now is set up behind the two linebackers. Both linebackers are lined up over the guys that's based on being the guard. And then now, as a coach, I would signal, either give them a signal to block to the left or to the right. Whatever side I go, the guard will now loop around the can, stay square, and then that front side linebacker, the coaching point we emphasize is that he must fit on a block inside out to avoid creating a cutback lane. So it's proper now. When he enter, he has to enter with his face in the hand. He want to rub his rib together. He want to take on that block, get his eyes inside, nice and tight, get his feet in the backfield, and drive that block back. So then now we could try to eat up two. And then now the backside linebacker, once he get his proper read, then now he wants to run and rip. And then now as he run and rip, he want to scrape for skin on the front side linebacker. So tight, we use the term that he could steal his wallet. So if that front side linebacker 59 or 52, wherever, based on where the ball is going, he fits, the backside linebacker wants to scrape for skin so tight that he could steal his wallet. And then now he want to run the banana and go upfield. He want to run like a banana and curl upfield in order to make the tackle in the backfield. So the drill is set up. Both linebackers are keying, obviously, the running back, and the running back is going to tell them which side is going to be the front side and which side is going to be the back side. It's important also that the backside linebacker, he has to mirror the path of the running back. And so that's a huge coaching point, that we want to be able to get inside out, and we want to work inside out on a block, and it becomes an angle tackle. So it's important that we don't overrun the running back. So the drill is set up. So now, front 59 now is the front side linebacker. He's going to enter with his hat in hand. Good job right here. Good job over-exaggerating, fitting his side to prevent any cutback. And then now 52, now he needs to be a little bit tighter. He's too wide. He wants to be so close that he could steal 59's wallet. Good job of ripping. All right, good job of ripping right here. Good job, good footwork. And now just want to run the banana. See, he's too wide. There's too much space in between him and the blocker. We don't want to create a cutback lanes. These running backs we're facing nowadays, they can make that cut. So it's important now he eliminate that space in between him and the block. He needs to be tighter. All right, same thing, same coaching point. All right, good job right here, 59. He's entering. I want to be a little bit more physical on that block. He's kind of feeling his way through. All right, 45 needs to be tighter. All right. Tighter, all right, even tighter. That's better. Good job of running banana and now getting upfield. That's the position you want to be in. You want to be in a football position to make that tackle. All right, same thing. 45 entering. See, but that's not good. He didn't enter good. There's too much space between the blocker and the can. The can represent another block. So then now, right now, that running back he created, because of his angle of entering, he created a running seam right there, because 59 is counting on him, to eliminate that cutback lane. So then now we have the running back trap. But now because he's too much space here, he's not fitting inside that block. It creates a running lane, and that's not what we want. So 45's got to do a better job. All right, good job. Linebackers pointing at the key. All right, good job here by 31 fitting. All right, want to get his feet in the neutral zone. All right, want to take on his block, knock the block back. Good job, eyes inside. Good, better job, 44. He's there. Good job of staying square. But say, just the coaching point again, he wants to be tighter. He's too wide away. He want to be able to. If 31 had a wallet in his back pocket, he want to be tight so he can still take his wallet out of his back pocket. So too much space in between 31 and 44. All right, too much space with that. All right, got it again. All right, not a good footwork here by 34. All right, he got a false step, steps backwards. Every step count. You don't want to do that in the game. All right, and then right now, not a good job of using his hands and his face and hands. He's not knocking his block back and not fitting the way I want to fit. All right, right here, 45. Backside, all right, good step, good job here ripping, but then, all right, he wants to be tighter, but good job of running the banana though. I like the way he entered. All right, just need to be tighter. He needs to be straight for skin off 31 butt to put him in a better position, but I like the way he ran the banana. Now let's take our training to the game. All right, now this is a speed option play against Kansas State. All right, we treat it as a fast read, so 59 now has the enter. All right, he has to enter, so good job of him entering. And then now 31, he does a good job. He's the rip and run guy. He's matching the path for the running back inside out, so we're stringing this play inside out. This is a huge play. We got him backed up, and we can't let him off the hook. Great job of making this play. Good job of swarming, good energy, good passion. All right, the only coaching point, just want to be a little bit more inside out the ball carrier. But good job of swarming to the ball. Good job. Excellent job, and that completes our fast read drill here at the University of Miami. One of my favorite drills I like to cover today is called the triple shed. The purpose of the triple shed is to teach the linebackers how to defeat both high and low blocks while moving laterally and staying square. The main emphasis of this drill is that you have to emphasize the linebackers bending from their knees and not their waist. A lot of times when you tell a linebacker to get low, their first initial response is to bend from their waist as opposed to squatting down and bending from their knees. The drill is set up as such. I have 3 guys that are representing offensive linemen. They're placed on each dots. The dots are probably about 3 to 3.5 yards apart. I have a guy holding the shield in the back. He's going to be the service as a running back. And as a linebacker coach, I stand behind the linebacker, and I will signal to each individual block on what type of block I want. The 2 types of block you get in this drill, first is the high block. The high block, they're going to come off. They're going to stay square and try to hit the linebacker in the mouth. And the way we teach our linebackers how to take on high blocks is we use the term of rubbing the ribs together. And all that simply means is that we want to emphasize the linebacker being able to rub his elbows against his ribs with his thumbs up. That's going to guarantee that his hand's going to be inside in order to help him win and in order to help him shock the blocker and be able to now to do a drop step and then rip and run to get over top and get ready either to make the tackle or get ready for another block. The other block you'll get is a low block or a cut block, and the coaching point with that is that we tell the linebackers, obviously you have to bend your knees, but we tell them they need to shoot 2 hands and 2 eyes at the crown of the helmet or at the screws of the helmet where the logo is usually right in front of, right on top of the face mask, right at the crown of the helmet. So in order to do that, you have to have great knee bend. But then also once you make contact, the point is you gotta give ground to gain ground. Once I make contact with the crown of the helmet, I want my linebackers to give ground, to back up a little bit, and then now to gain ground, regain that ground once you control the block. So the drill is set up as so. The linebacker is 4 yards deep, and he's all set, 1 man outside the first block. And then as he moves, that's going to initiate the drill. And then once he get off the first block, then we teach the second block that as soon as he get off that block, then now the second blocker need to come and execute the block that I gave him, as well as the third block, and then we'll finish with the tackle. So then he lines up. The linebacker initiate the drill by moving. The first block, execute a low block here. Not a good technique. He should 2 hands, 2 eyes, aim for the crown of the helmet. Got a second low cut block, third low block. This day I really want to emphasize the low block, and really out of 2 or 3 of those blocks he should have been cut. All right, and then now we got to get a better finish. All right, so obviously I couldn't put that on tape, made him go again. All right, and the same thing, got to do a better knee bend. Good job giving ground. Good job here rubbing his ribs on a high block at the end, and a good job of clubbing and basing at the end. And you want the linebacker to emphasize stepping on their toes and drive for 5. All right, same things coming up. Cut block here, high block right here by the second block. Good job of rubbing the ribs, thumbs up. All right, drop step, get off the second block. Third block coming, cut block, and then now, boom. All right, drive for 5, step on the toes. All right, next linebacker coming up. All right, got a cut block here. Got to give ground to gain ground. All right, he didn't give ground. He missed with his hands. All right, got to bend his knees a little bit more, and you wanna give ground. All right, second block good here, rubbing the ribs together. All right, good job rubbing the ribs together, and then now he's surprised by the third block. Got a cut block, low block, which if this was a real live game situation, he'd have been on the ground. All right, good job here, rolling his hips and stepping on the toes. And then now, only thing I would say, want to drive for 5. Want to drive, knock them back more. Want to always get used to knocking them back. All right, now the same drill, you can do the same drill without pads. All right, we don't have any pads on here. Instead of pads, we got the blockers now holding the shields. And it's the same coaching point. You could do same stuff you can get done. You could do the high block and you do a low block. You really don't have to sacrifice anything. So this is a drill that our kids can do in the all season by themselves when we're not on the field with them. All right, they can constantly do this. They can work with each other. all right, and get these precious time of learning how to take on a block and not knowing which block is coming. So good job right here. Good hands, good eyes, two hands, two eyes, giving ground on his last block. All right, that's why this guy's in the NFL. All right, very coachable, do exactly what you say. And look how he exaggerate the finish. Driving for 5, all right, stepping on his toes, all right, his hips with the pad. That's a great finish. All right, so now let's take our training to the game.
Now we want to take our training to the game. Here's a clip right here. We actually got a blitz on right here. We want to look at number 59, the right inside linebacker. All right, now he's going to shuffle over. All right, now as he's going over and hit his gap, the lineman is coming to try to plane block him. Good job now. Hands inside. Fight begin on contact. He's trying to push him back from where the lineman came from. So now he's pushing. All right, now good job here. Drop stepping here. All right, and now rip and run over top and make this play. It's a great job. It's want to right here. Great job of him wanting to make that play. He could have easily gave up, but good job taking his training to the game and getting off the block and making a play. All right, next clip we have, same example of triple shed. All right, look at the linebacker right in the center, number 31. All right, now he's shuffling over, and then now, boom, get a cut block. Unexpected, just like triple shed. You don't know what you're going to get when you shuffle over in the box. All right, so now as he's shuffling over, he's getting a cut block. Good job here, 2 hands, 2 eyes. Now, obviously, he's trying to aim for the crown of the helmet, but the tight end is throwing his whole body into him. But good job of taking his training to the game, giving up on contact. All right, then now regaining ground and then able to make this tackle. This is why we call this kid Cobra right here, number 31. Excellent job of taking the training to the game. All right, excellent job of execution and able to make a big-time stop. And that's a demonstration of our triple shed.
Hi, I'm Paul Williams, the DB coach here at the University of Miami, and I hope the drills I put together make your players fundamentally sound and safe.
I want to talk about 45-degree breaks. The purpose of the 45-degree break is to teach the DBs to develop quick feet in short space using 45-degree transition. Helps DBs in breaking on 3-step routes. One of the main coaching points is the DB wants to take 3 quick steps and break while maintaining good pad level. Again, the biggest thing is just staying low and then explode out of your break and planting on the outside foot. Same thing here, good pad level and explode out of the break. And we want to have a better finish than that, but we want to explode out of the break. Plant, drive. I want to talk about 90-degree breaks. The purpose of the 90-degree breaks is to teach the DBs to develop quick feet in short space using 90-degree transition. Help the DBs in breaking on 3-step routes. Main coaching point, the DB wants to take 3 quick steps and break while maintaining good pad level. As we do this drill, the biggest thing is getting your hips open, right, and getting your eyes back. So make sure you can see it when you're ready to break on the ball. And again, we want to make sure we have good pad level so we don't pop up out of our transition. Now this is a real good job by all 4 guys, right, getting their hips open and exploding out of the breaks. Now you want to finish it. I want to talk about 135-degree breaks. The purpose of this drill is we want to go through all our technique with low pad level, go through our paddle, and then we want to open up at 135 and go get the ball at the highest point. so we can work on our deep balls in this drill here. And again, the biggest thing is that we're not popping up as we open. A lot of guys have bad habits of just being too high, and that's one of the main things. We want to keep low transition and go get the ball at the highest point.
Swivel to hips drill is a good warm-up drill that we like to use to get our guys loose before we get started. The purpose of the drill is to teach a DB how important it is for him to get his hips open quickly as he's getting his cushion eaten up. One of the main coaching points, really got to stress getting the toe pointed north and getting his head and arms around quickly, putting the DB in position to impede the receiver's progress. Now, one of the main things you don't want to do, you don't want to pop up, right? You want to keep a good pad level, and again, get the foot around, get the head and arms around. Leave the line drill is another warm-up drill that I like to use for the DBs to get them started in practice. The main purpose of this is to teach the DBs to develop the ability to keep a lateral position and keep their shoulders and hips square as we're working our back pedal. One of the main coaching points, the DB must keep shoulders and hips square as they are maintaining a good pad level. Now, as you start the drill, I like to start it off with 4 lines so you're getting some reps. Okay, and again, like I talk about, you want to stay square. Okay, you don't want to allow the guys to open their hips or turn their shoulders. They want to stay square as they're straddling the line. And then at the end, again, like in all the drills, I want to have a ball in there so they're catching the ball. But again, the biggest thing is don't let them pop up and make them straddle the line. I want to talk about the partner cushion strain drill. We always talk about 3 phases. The first phase, we want to teach the drill. The purpose is to teach the DBs to develop the ability to stay square in their pedal for at least 10 yards. The main coaching point is the longer you can stay in your pedal allows you to play faster and keeping everything in front of you. Allows the DB to see the receiver's hips sink. Then the DB is able to break and drive without wasted time. Now we want to drill it. We want to line 7 yards away from the receiver, eyes on his hips. And you should also put a cone 10 yards behind the DB so you can see if he stays in that pedal once his cushion's getting eaten up or if he doesn't. But again, you want to strain in the pedal, do not open, strain in the pedal. And again, eyes on the hips, strain in the pedal. Now the next part to the drill is the partner cushion open. Now once our cushion's broken down within the 3 yards, now we want to open and explode out. So now we want to teach it. The main purpose is to teach the DBs to understand when their cushion is getting eaten up, they must open and burst out trying to stay on top of the receiver. Once the receiver is within 3 yards, the DB must open and burst. He needs to impede the receiver's progress by stacking him or by raking the wrist or his upper thigh to make the receiver break his stride. Now we want to drill it. And again, we're going to be 7 yards away, eyes on the receiver's hips. And again, strain, 3 yards, we want to do a good job. of getting the hips open, getting that foot north, all right, impeding his progress. And now we want to execute it in a practice or a game situation. Pretty well done here by the corner. Just reading the hips. His hips sink, I sink. Again, his hips sink, I sink. Get ready to drive for the outfield shoulder.
The DB does a good job here reading the receiver's hips, and he sees the hip sink and he drives out of the break and almost has an interception, but that's well played. Same thing here. The DB does a good job here reading the receiver's hips. He sees those hips sink, he's straining in the pedal, and now he's driving out. Good job breaking on the ball.
I want to talk about the W-weave drill. The W-weave drill is a drill that we use to work on our transition and also catching the ball. The purpose of the W-weave drill is to teach the DBs to develop the ability to keep lateral position and cushion on a receiver. The main coaching point is for the DB, he has to maintain vertical and horizontal cushion, and he must weave while keeping shoulders square and getting depth at the same time. Here you can see he's getting his depth, then he's breaking, getting his depth, then he's breaking and driving out.
I want to talk about the box drill. A box drill is a drill that we use for the DBs to work on our press technique. Box releases. The purpose of box releases is to teach the DBs to stay square as long as possible, then get an opposite hand jam on a receiver, aiming for the breastplate. The main coaching point is, first, we don't want to open the gate, want to flatten the receiver off, and second, we don't want to allow the receiver to stack us. As we watch here, the DB does a good job of staying square. Same thing, the DB does a good job staying square there and getting a good opposite hand jam where he's ready to cut him off. Here we could do a better job of taking the charge. But the DB catches up to the receiver and he gets a good jam and he's ready to stack him. Same thing. This is a very good job here by the DB. Been able to get opposite hand jam and flip his hips. The next drill we want to talk about is box jams. Very similar, but we're getting a jam on every move by the receiver. Right? He's working us right and left. Right? And really teaching our guys to get a good opposite hand jam and be able to flip their hips and stay in control. Same thing here. Pretty well done here by the DB. Right? He's inching out. Right? Once the receiver commits, he gets opposite hand jam, and he flips his hips and impedes his progress.
I want to talk about W hips drill. It's another warm-up drill that allows our guys to work on all the phases of their transition. The purpose of the drill is to teach the DB to develop quick reaction time using various transitions. Your 45-degree break, your side run, and then your plant and drive. One of the main coaching points I want to teach the DB, his eye should always be on the quarterback. All right, then we get into our 45-degree break. We want to plant on the outside foot and drive. Okay, then we want to side run seeing the quarterback, then we want to plant with that outside foot and get our hips open. The final break, as soon as you see the receiver break, you want to plant and drive downhill. Must get the outside foot down quickly. All right, we don't want any wasted steps. And again, it's a 45-degree break. Stay low in your pad level. And then now you want to take the inside foot and you want to stick it as you're seeing a quarterback. Okay, then you want to take a 5-yard drop at the angle as you're side running. You want to stick that foot and then you want to come out full speed. Again, stick that inside foot, get those hips open. Now you want to burst out, right? You don't want to gather. You want to burst out, plant with the outside foot, and drive out of there. And again, pretty decent job here, sticking the foot in the ground and then driving out and finishing. And we always finish with a ball drill.
The quick W is a drill that I like to start practice off with. Really get the guys warmed up. The purpose of the quick W is to teach the DBs to develop quick feet and short spacing using a 45-degree transition. Helps DBs in breaking on 3-step routes. The main coaching point, the DB wants to take 2 to 3 pedals and break while maintaining good pad level. Again, as you see here, we want to take quick steps and we want to drive out. That's really well done there. Again, 2 to 3 quick steps and then drive out. Again, really working on your pad level. And like I say, your transition, and then we want to do everything with the ball. So again, we want to throw that ball as much as possible. Find as many different ways as we can throw it, and our guys can continually catch it. I want to talk about the mirror shuffle drill. The mirror shuffle drill is a drill that we like to use for press technique. First phase, we want to teach it. We want to use no hands. The DB's eyes are on the receiver's hips. This drill teaches you to understand you must work lateral to stay in front of the receiver first. Once the receiver commits vertically, you must take the charge, move your feet, and stay square. Second phase, we want to drill it. So here we go. We got the receiver and the DB about an arm's length apart. The DB's eyes are on his hips, and he wants to mirror him, working lateral. And then when he goes vertical, all right, I want to do everything I can to stay in front and take the charge. The next drill we want to talk about is a one-hand jam. We want to teach it first. And we'll use opposite hand. We'll use opposite hand jam and bump coverage. And we want to get the opposite hand jam aiming right through the receiver's breastplate. Now, the important thing is that the rest of this drill, well, the beginning of the drill is the exact same as the mirror shuffle with no hands. We're still working lateral and taking the charge. So now we're going to drill it. Again, we're working lateral, eyes on the hip. Take the charge first and then get a jam. Now we can do a better job here just aiming for the breastplate though and being more physical. Now we want to execute it. All right, good job working lateral, good job with the jam. All right, and then we lose our leverage, but we finish through the upfield shoulder. We're at the bottom right here. Again, do a good job staying lateral, and then we get a good jam. The bottom right. Again, really well done there. Taking the charge, getting a good opposite hand jam, and flipping the hips. Again, pretty good job there, just staying square and then finishing on the ball. I want to talk about the Look and Lean series. We have 3 phases we're going to talk about. The first phase is we're going to teach it. We're going to lock the feet, teaches the DB how quick he has to flip his hips and try to stay in phase. In phase, you can touch the receiver. We want to impede the receiver's progress by hitting his wrist or thigh as he's running. When he looks, we must look and lean on him. And then we want to go get the ball at the highest point. The second phase, we want to drill it. Now, as you can see here, the DB, you want to stay square initially, and then we want to flip our hips, okay, impede his progress, right, and then be ready to go get the ball at the highest point. And the biggest thing is we want to make sure that we stay in that back pocket initially. Okay, we don't want to overrun them. All right, then we want to be ready to look and lean. This is a great job here by stacking the receiver. Same thing, we're impeding his progress. Go stack him, go get it at the highest point. And then the third phase, we want to execute it. Now, if we look at the bottom of the screen, you can see the DB here. Again, impeding his progress, right? And then he's leaning, eliminating any separation. And then the only thing is he's got to go get it at the highest point. Same thing here. We're down at the bottom of the screen here to the right. Again, very well done there by the DB.
Hello, I'm Jethro Franklin, defensive line coach at University of Miami. I hope these drills help your defensive line improve on their overall fundamentals and their technique, and they become safer football players.
Hoops. The objective is you want to make sure you got your inside hand down, you want to get great get off, and you want to make sure that as you go around the hoop, your inside toe is crucial. You want that inside toe to be pointed back in toward the hoop 45 degrees, and you want to make sure you gain ground with your outside foot. Again, it's important that you have a starting point and a finish. I put the hands so that even with the dot, they want to be able to get great lean inside. All right, inside toe, 45 degrees, outside foot, gaining ground, coming around. Inside hand is down. Inside hand is down. And great get off, great lean. Great lean, arm violence, pump the arms as you run around. And again, being competitive helps. Here's the actual game clip. You can see the right end get up the field. Now all of a sudden he recognized pass. Good job getting his hips around and turn the corner and accelerating to the quarterback. Sack, calls, fumble. Best play in football. You can see here, our right end. Coming off, great get off. Great shoulder lean. Nice job turning the corner. All right, good job with the inside toe. Swinging that outside foot. Good dip and rip. Here we go again. Great get off. Inside toe. Lean. Boom. Nice job. Hoops. The gauntlet. The objective is to coordinate your hands and hips and feet when making pass rush moves on your opponent. Again, you must understand that you got to allow for your hips to get away from the blocker once you engage and to make progress toward the quarterback. This drill I set up with the bags 5 yards apart. I have a grid painted on the field, and I like to put the bag in the crosshairs. So now I can know it. I can look as a coach to see them working off of that line where they're getting their hips around the blocker. I use the chop club rip move to make sure that it simulates them working the same side of the body working together. If I chop with my right, I step with my right. I club with my left. I step with my left. And I always simulate a finish to where we get a sack, cause fumble on the bag which we all know is the best play in football. Here we are looking at our 3 technique in our end. Again, making progress toward the blocker. As you close to him, now you work on your hands, and now you work on your hips to get around the blocker. Again, you can sack cause fumble, best play in football, balls out. Again, here you can see the left end in this play here, where he is closing to the blocker. Now as he closes, he got to get his hips around the blocker. He comes back on a levels rush, and now, again, we get a great play out of our ends. You can see here him closing, getting upfield, closing to the blocker. Now he has to get his hips around. Again, it's done with his lower body, making sure he gets his hips around the blocker and getting great pressure on the quarterback. The gauntlet drill. Shoots. The objective is to get off, pad level on contact, get the first 2 steps in the ground, maintain your base, and rub the ribs as you come out of the shoots. You want to be able to shoot your hands. I like to use the term 3 points of contact. Left hand is 1, right hand is 2, and the eyes are 3. You want to make sure you maintain hit with 3 points of contact. You got board there to maintain your base. And again, the footwork is crucial with getting those feet down as quick as possible. You get off on movement, and you get him out of there with a nice flat back. Here's the left end coming out, boom. Again, nice flat back, getting off the block, being able to make a play. Again, nice flat back. Nice job here, hat in the crack by the 3 technique. Nice flat back and being able to make a play. Great job here by the 3 technique and great lower body flexibility, lower back flexibility as well. But again, getting off, flat back, attacking it, 3 points of contact, being able to get your first 2 steps back in the ground as quick as possible while you maintain your base and being able to come off a block and make a play. The rip drill. The objective of the rip drill is for 1 gap movement. We always want to make sure we take our first step at a 45-degree angle, and our second step is a crossover with our knees and toes pointed back up the field. We want to make sure we maintain great pad level, and we want to be able to dip that shoulder as we work back up the field. You can see here the way I had the drill set up is the bags are offset. We want to make sure, as you can see, the number 51 here, step 45 degrees with his first step, okay? And his second step, I always tell him the second step has to hit the white line with that knee and toe pointed back up the field. Again, we maximize our reps here, where you got guys working, you got many guys working, and you don't have guys standing around. You want to make sure, again, you give them landmarks to where they have to hit with the 45 degrees, with their first step, and then knee and toe on that white line going back up the field. Here it is in game application. In game application, you can see the nose as he works his movement on a rack move, getting back up the field in the backside A-gap. In this clip here, you can see the right end. He makes his inside movement. You can see his first step, 45 degrees. You can see his second toe go back up the field, okay? The only thing we got to do a better job of there is wrapping up. You can see the left end in this drawing, in this clip, where he steps down inside. He knows he reads the adjacent lineman. He knows now he has to crush that tackle so he can't work up, which flattens him out, and now he can go flat down the line and make the play. The pirate read drill. The objective is to penetrate the adjacent gap while reading the adjacent lineman. If the block comes toward us, we redirect. Block goes away, we squeeze. Hi-hat fan, we got to rush the adjacent gap. And if it's a down block, we crush it and replace the heel line. The drill setup is simple. To the right of the line is the defense, to the left of the line is the offense. I just tell the defense to shade left, so they all shade left of their man. They're going to make an inside move going to our right. As we make our penetrating move to our right, we got to read the adjacent lineman. Whatever that adjacent lineman does is how we have to react. So here, as we make our inside move on a zone, we should win in the A gap or B gap or the adjacent gap. If it's full zone, we must crush. Here is hi-hat fan. We have to rush the adjacent gap. And here we have full zone to us. Now we have to put our foot down as we make an inside move and redirect back out flat. Here's a great job by the right end and the right 3 technique. Make their inside move, nice penetrating move. Get ready to redirect just based off of what the adjacent lineman does. Nice job getting the ball out, causing a fumble. Here's another good look at the 3 technique in the end, going underneath the block. Reading the adjacent lineman, being able to react off of the adjacent lineman. Here's a great job here by the right end. And the 3. Tackle blocks down, sees the backside guard pull, get ready to redirect. Again, you're training your eyes. The Falcon drill. The objective of the Falcon drill is for footwork for a 1-gap movement and footwork for a 2-gap movement. Your first step, which is your lead step, is always going to go 45 degrees for either movement. If it's a 1-gap movement, now you got to make sure you get your second step down with that knee and toe pointing back up the field. If it's a 2-gap movement, now your second step goes 45 as well. You can see the setup of the drill. I have as many guys working as I possibly can on bags. We go to our right with a 1-gap movement. We go to our left with a 1-gap movement. And we come back behind the bag again, and now we go to our right, going back to our right with a 2-gap movement. So now we go 45, 45. Actual application in the game, you can see our left end in this case, that's highlighted, is on a long stick. He is going down to the A-gap. So he's 45, 45. He gets his shoulder square. You see he makes a heck of a play. Here's another one, our right end, going on a long stick. Get down in there, 45, 45. Flatten out down the line, make a play. Now you can see here, we got a 1-gap movement. We see the 1-gap movement. We go 45, get that second toe pointed back up the field, and now we can create great pressure. So there's a difference between a 1-gap movement and a 2-gap movement, and this is just another way where you can drill that on bags, where you can get multiple guys working as you're getting reps. The reactor sled. The objective is to get off, step 4 inches straight and strong with your back foot, react to the hat with your second step as you strike with a 6-inch punch. You can see here, again, you step straight and strong. You want to make sure you rub the ribs with your elbows. You want to make sure you keep a nice flat back. You want to make sure that you keep great pad level. And you have to be able to deliver a blow. Again, you step with the back foot straight and strong, 4 inches, and then the second step reacts to the hat. Here it is in game application. You can see the 3 technique. As the guard pulls, our response to pull is collision. So he's stepping straight and strong, 4 inches with his first step. The guard pulls, he collisions in the direction of the puller. Again here, you can see with our right end. Our right end is getting off straight and strong. All right, great job of pushing him up the field. Great job of playing gap and a half technique, of being able to go into B gap and make a play. Again, you can see here with all 4 guys. You can pay particular attention to the 3 technique, the nose, and the right end. You can see again, the guard pulls. The 3 technique nose pull equals collision. He did collision in the direction of the puller. That is our reactor sled. The A-frame drill. The objective of the A-frame drill is for the ends. They must close down on any down block. Note, the key progression is crucial. He keys tackle to near back to backside guard. Once that is eliminated, his eyes go to the mesh point, which is the quarterback, running back exchange. Once he eliminates that, now it's a boot and the quarterback rolls out. Now he must pivot back down the line, back outside, and then climb back up the field and get either hand up to match the eyes of the quarterback to deflect the ball. because we all know that tips and overthrows leads to turnovers. You can see the setup of the drill, and imagine that he's blocking down. Again, it's getting his timing of getting his hands up, okay, coming back out, going down the line, getting the proper hand up where the quarterback's eyes are, matching his eyes with his hands to batter down the ball. This is also crucial also in the run game. Again, the key progression is crucial. Tackle, near back to backside guard, mesh point. It also helps in the run game to weld the tackle blocks down, as you can see here with the right end, and now he can come back out on the A-frame and help out on the play. Here's another clip. You can see the left end here that's highlighted. Tackle blocks down, reads the mesh point, comes back out. He climbs up the field just a little bit too much, but he's still able to maintain great pressure on the quarterback as he goes down the line to force a bad throw. The sled. The objective emphasizes stance to get off, the step in the strike, and hand placement. We want to make sure we maintain good pad level and quick feet as we deliver a 6-inch punch. You can see it here in the drill, okay? I just get them all lined up on one end of the sled, and then the first guy goes, and the next guy goes, and the next guy goes, and we want to make sure we get a nice burst and a nice finish at the end. Again, we will all go down in the right-handed stance, and then we go back down the sled going the other way. We'll all get in the left-handed stance going down, working to our right. So you're getting plenty of reps out of a right-hand stance, plenty of reps out of a left-handed stance, okay? But again, here it is in game application. You want to make sure you stay low, have a nice flat back, okay? Being able to get off a block, all right, to make a play. Nice flat back, good hand extension, all right, good job redirecting, coming off the block and making the play. Great job with the two interior defensive linemen. All right, nice pad level, nice flat back, nice strike. All right, being able to stay square and make a play. Sled is great. The tough stunt technique drill. The objective of this drill is to create timing, teach depth of the stunt, and pad level and hand placement and finish. You have your guys on offense go vertical sets, and you want to make sure that your defense goes vertical up the field. You put dots there to give them a landmark before when they make the inside move. You can man it or you can zone it with your offensive players where you can tell the guards to stay on the 3 technique, or you can have your guard come off the 3 technique and pick up the end when he goes inside. You tell the 3 technique now you want to reduce the blocking surface with a slight shoulder turn to attack the inside number of the offensive tackle. Again, you got a ball to simulate movement, and you're going to make sure they get vertical up the field. Here it is in game application. Nice shoulder turn, all right, with your 3 technique to reduce the blocking surface. Nice job climbing up the field with the end, and then going back inside, all right, to finish on the move. Here we go again. You want to make sure you get vertical with both players. You have landmarks to get that in your drill setup, so now you're getting what you want in the game. The low boy sled. The objective of the low boy is to get off on the ball, get a great step and strike, and a shed where you have to come to balance under control and make a play. Again, right hand, left hand stance, nice flat back, all right, being able to shed a block, coming off, making a play. If you don't have a low boy, you can use this sled. All right, again, step and strike, coming off the block, all right, getting off the block, coming to balance where you can make a play. Step and strike, coming off a block where you can make a play. Great job there by the 3 technique. Same thing here, step and strike, being able to control the blocker. You want to make sure you maintain your base, shed where you can make a play. Great job here by the nose. Step and strike, getting off the block, making a play. It's the low boy. Tight bags. The objective of the tight bags is to coordinate your hands and your feet while making a pass rush move in a tight, confined area. Right? I just put the bags real tight together, and again, getting their hands, their feet, their hips around the blocker and having a great finish by having a sack cause fumble on the quarterback, which is the best play in football. Again, it's important that everything's tight, that they work their hands and their feet in that confined area. Here it is in the game application. Again, working your hands and your feet, making progress toward the quarterback. You can see it here on this next game clip with our nose. Our nose, he has great get off. Again, working in a confined area, working his hands and his feet, all right, having them work together, making a great play. Again, tight bags. The redirect drill. This drill is to have your D linemen react to movement. Their eyes got to be on you as a coach. You get them off, and as you get them off, they got to react to what they see. The first two steps are crucial because they got to maintain their base within their first two steps, and you want to talk 4 inches with the first step, all right, 4 inches with the second step. I like to do it on the line because I always tell them don't let the second step cross the white line. They have to react to the blocker, and they got to have great COD and great finish. You can see them on the line. All right, I get them off on my hand movement. If I go straight back, it's pass. Now they got to get upfield. You again, watch your footwork. Make sure the base don't come together. Make sure that they redirect and change direction and turn and go. You can see here again. All right, they got to make sure they maintain their base as they get off with their first two steps. You got to make sure that they react to what they see. If I go back down inside, now it's draw. All right, they get off and go left, get off and go right, get off and go straight back and back down here where they got to come back in this draw. Again, you can see the left end as he reacts to the guy blocking outside the center of his body. It's a reach block. He goes down the line and makes the play. Again, it's all about reaction and training their eyes to what they see. Now he has to come back and retrace and help out on the draw play. Again, train their eyes. Down equals trap. And the way we talk around here. All right, so he knows he has to go down and close on the down block, okay, and he knows something else is coming back, and now he can go down and make the play. The redirect drill.
Let's start with Tackle Circuit A, which emphasizes proper technique during our beginning phases of spring practice and fall camp. We will perform these drills in helmets only. Form-fit tackle is the first drill. It teaches defenders the proper fit position to emphasize safety. We will teach defenders to keep their head up while tackling, as well as using their arms to club up, keeping ankles, knees, and hips bent. This ensures that the tackler's whole body absorbs contact and ultimately keeps players safe. We will align each defender with a partner 1 foot apart from each other. The tackler's aiming point is to attack the near number with head up while keeping ankles, knees, and hips bent. Keep head up while keeping elbows tight, rubbing ribs. Defenders will take 1 rep to the left and 1 to the right. Upon completion, players will exchange bag and repeat. Let's take a look at how the Hurricane players took this drill from practice to the field. Watch as our linebacker, number 44, stays square and has a violent club on contact, stopping the runner in his tracks. Number 52, our middle linebacker, does a great job of keeping his head up, being in the proper fit position, and running through the ball carrier on contact. Number 59 does an excellent job of attacking receivers near number, and again, finishing on contact and running his feet. The second drill in Tackle Circuit A is what we call club and base. Club and base takes what we learned in form fit, and we execute with more space between ball carrier and defender. Club and base teaches a violent club with arms and hips while keeping a player's base. The goal is to see how violent the defender can make the club without winding up. Do not allow the defender to be more than 2 yards away from the ball carrier. We want to see how much power we can generate in a short area. The coach will give a direction to the ball carrier, and tacklers will take a mirror step and club and base. Watch here how our outside linebacker, number 31, takes this drill to the field with perfect execution, running his feet on contact and finishing, taking the ball carrier back through the ground 5 yards. In this case, our middle linebacker, number 52, does a great job as well of attacking the ball carrier's near number and running his feet on contact. This drill emphasizes players to not stop on contact, which is a common trait of young tacklers. The final drill in Tackle Circuit A is what we call rapid fire and recoil. This drill is a two-part drill where players perform rapid fire first and then recoil next. This drill takes the coaching points from form, fit, and club and base and is focused on creating maximum shock from movement of feet, hips, and arms. It focuses on the ability to accelerate feet on contact while maintaining the proper base. The key to this drill is the tackler and the ball carrier must move feet in and out of hole quickly. Tackler will club the ball carrier 4 times and finish with a 5-yard burst on the 4th rep. The coach will give the ball carrier direction, and ball carriers must go in the same direction. We will then work recoil in pairs, going in and out of bags and finishing with a 5-yard drive after the last bag. When the first group gets to the 3rd chute, the coach then sends the next group through. It is imperative that we finish this drill once again with a 5-yard burst. Great job here of both players executing the drill by moving feet in and out of the bag quickly. Once again, this is key for execution. Let's take a look here at our middle linebacker, number 31, as he does a great job of finding the open area and the open chute. That is the design of this drill. Our middle linebacker does a great job of looking for the opening here again and finishes with a violent club on contact. Number 59, once again, sees the open chute where the ball carrier comes through, accelerates, attacks him, and finishes on contact. Let's start with Tackle Circuit A, which emphasizes proper technique during our beginning phases of spring practice and fall camp. We will perform these drills in helmets only. Form fit tackle is the first drill. It teaches defenders the proper fit position to emphasize safety. We will teach defenders to keep their head up while tackling, as well as using their arms to club up, keeping ankles, knees, and hips bent. This ensures that the tackler's whole body absorbs contact and ultimately keeps players safe. We will align each defender with a partner 1 foot apart from each other. The tackler's aiming point is to attack the near number with head up while keeping ankles, knees, and hips bent. Keep head up while keeping elbows tight, rubbing ribs. Defenders will take 1 rep to the left and 1 to the right. Upon completion, players will exchange bag and repeat. Let's take a look at how the Hurricane players took this drill from practice to the field. Watch as our linebacker, number 44, stays square and has a violent club on contact, stopping the runner in his tracks. Number 52, our middle linebacker, does a great job of keeping his head up, being in the proper fit position, and running through the ball carrier on contact. Number 59 does an excellent job of attacking receivers near number, and again, finishing on contact and running his feet. The second drill in Tackle Circuit A is what we call club and base. Club and base takes what we learned in form fit, and we execute with more space between ball carrier and defender. Club and base teaches a violent club with arms and hips while keeping a player's base. The goal is to see how violent the defender can make the club without winding up. Do not allow the defender to be more than 2 yards away from the ball carrier. We want to see how much power we can generate in a short area. The coach will give a direction to the ball carrier, and tacklers will take a mirror step and club and base. Watch here how our outside linebacker number 31 takes this drill to the field with perfect execution, running his feet on contact and finishing, taking the ball carrier back through the ground 5 yards. In this case, our middle linebacker number 52 does a great job as well of attacking the ball carrier's near number and running his feet on contact. This drill emphasizes players to not stop on contact, which is a common trait of young tacklers. The final drill in Tackle Circuit A is what we call rapid fire and recoil. This drill is a two-part drill where players perform rapid fire first and then recoil next. This drill takes the coaching points from form, fit, and club and base and is focused on creating maximum shock from movement of feet, hips, and arms. It focuses on the ability to accelerate feet on contact while maintaining the proper base. The key to this drill is the tackler and the ball carrier must move feet in and out of hole quickly. Tackler will club the ball carrier 4 times and finish with a 5-yard burst on the 4th rep. The coach will give the ball carrier direction, and ball carriers must go in the same direction. We will then work recoil in pairs, going in and out of bags and finishing with a 5-yard drive after the last bag. When the first group gets to the 3rd chute, the coach then sends the next group through. It is imperative that we finish this drill once again with a 5-yard burst. Great job here of both players executing the drill by moving feet in and out of the bag quickly. Once again, this is key for execution. Let's take a look here at our middle linebacker number 31 as he does a great job of finding the open area and the open chute. That is the design of this drill. Our middle linebacker does a great job of looking for the opening here again and finishes with a violent club on contact. Number 59 once again sees the open chute where the ball carrier comes through, accelerates, attacks him, and finishes on contact. Our next tackle circuit is Tackle Circuit B. The first drill in Tackle Circuit B is our angle tackle. Angle tackle is a drill that shows up repeatedly throughout games at all positions. It is a drill designed to make the defender think like a ball carrier and what the ball carrier might do next. The defender must close on the inside number and always expect the cutback. Finish with a violent club and acceleration on contact. The runner and defender are separated by 5 yards with dots 2.5 yards on each side. The ball carrier's job is to run straight to the dot, keep his shoulders square, give himself up on contact. He should also keep his head out of the drill for safety purposes, as the drill is designed for the tackler. Our linebacker number 52 does a great job of tracking the ball carrier, explodes on contact, and is in pursuit to avoid any cutback runs. Number 44, our outside linebacker, does a great job of keeping vision on the ball carrier, once again attacks the near number and accelerates on contact. Number 52 has great vision on the quarterback, and as he scrambles, accelerates, explodes on contact, and finishes by taking the ball carrier to the ground. The second phase of angle tackle is what we call angle tackle with the spin. Again, the design of this drill and the reason we attack the near number is so that if ball carriers spin, they won't beat us back inside. Ball carrier must try to spin back towards tackler on contact as he goes to the dot. Again, very important that the ball carrier stays square, gives himself up on contact, keeps his head out of it for safety purposes. Watch here as our post safety does a real good job of attacking the ball carrier with a lot of space between them. Attacks near number, stands him up, fights his feet on contact. Our middle linebacker, again, attacking the near number, avoids any cutback, does a great job of running his feet on contact and taking the ball carrier back. Number 56, again, attacks the near number, ball carrier attempts to spin, but by fighting on contact and grabbing cloth and jersey, he's unable to get loose. The second drill in Tackle Circuit B is what we call eye opener. Eye opener is an inside-out tackling drill. The defender must focus on staying one man behind the ball carrier at all times. He must press or attack the line of scrimmage. Do not let your defenders move laterally without reducing the distance to the line of scrimmage and ultimately the ball carrier. They will invite a cutback if they do not press the line of scrimmage. Aiming point again is the near number, and we stress a violent club. He must accelerate his feet on contact and finish 5 yards upon contact. Coach will tell ball carrier to pick either shoot 1, 2, or 3. This is a drill that can be done with the shield as well for different phases of the season. Watch how the eye opener tackling drill took points off the board against Florida State. Great job of number 44 shuffling square and waiting for ball carrier to take a shoot, staying one man behind ball carrier to ensure there was no cutback. Nice execution of the drill. The third and final drill of Tackle Circuit B is the lateral shuffle and strike. This is a drill designed to incorporate 4 skills that are a must to play championship level defense at Miami. Our first coaching point is the ability to have fast hands and strike a blow. The second is the ability to move laterally. The third is tackling with technique and toughness. And fourth, playing with knee bend for an extended period of time. Defenders should strike big bags with elbows and thumbs up. Do not wind up and be sure to stay square. We want to strike a blow with quick hands, then touch both hands on the low bag as well. Tackler accelerates off last bag, which signals the ball carrier to move forward. Again, the drill is designed for the tackler, so the ball carrier keeps his head out of it and the tackler accelerates on contact and takes him back 5 yards. Quick, fast hands and the ability to punch are a must. Watch here as our right defensive tackle, number 91, does a great job getting his hands on the blocker and then disengages and moves down the line laterally, finishing with an angle tackle. Number 44, our left outside linebacker on the line of scrimmage, does a great job of striking, using quick, fast hands, moving his feet laterally, accelerating off, and making the tackle. Number 71, our left defensive end, gets his hands inside, recovers his gap, disengages, and makes a tackle for no gain. Our next tackle circuit is tackle circuit C. The first drill in tackle circuit C is called pop-up tackle. Pop-up tackle is designed to simulate a situation in which defender must make a tackle in space and has help from other defenders or a near sideline. Our goal is to help teach defenders how to use their help. Both players start on their back with helmets facing each other. The coach represents the defender's help. In this case, the defender's help is to his right, so he will attack the ball carrier's left side. It is important in pop-up tackle that the defender creep, move his feet with short, choppy steps, accelerate on contact, and take ball carrier north for 5 yards. Watch here as our right safety utilizes the help of the corner to perform the angle tackle. In this clip, our right cornerback, number 21, does a great job of realizing he is the force player and all his help is back to the inside. Gets to a point outside to make the tackle, and ultimately could use the sideline as well. Our left outside linebacker, number 36, is in a situation where we have a sideline tackle. The sideline is now the 12th defender, who performs an excellent angle tackle and finishes on contact. Our second drill in tackle circuit C is what we call strain and shed. This combines two elements that are most important to defensive football: defeating blocks and tackling. In strain and shed, the defender will start in a fitted position. The defender's hands are inside and the offensive player's hands are on his shoulders, applying pressure. The coach's whistle represents when it is time to strain. The defender will strain for 2 seconds before violently disengaging and completing the tackle. The most critical part is how we actually get ourselves outside the framework of the blocker. We must strain longer than we think and cannot walk off the block. We must move our back foot laterally to get outside the framework of the blocker and not cross over. Let's take a look at our right linebacker, number 31, as he does a great job of moving his left foot back to his right, getting outside the framework of the blocker and completing the tackle. Number 35, our outside linebacker / defensive end, does a great job here of disengaging, moving his left foot first to his right side and completing the tackle. Our right defensive tackle, number 91, moves his feet laterally, rips off with his left arm, and again completes the tackle for no gain. The last drill in tackle circuit C is what we call group tackle. Group tackle is broken up into 2 drills. The first is called a vice tackle. Vice tackle is altered towards DBs and linebackers and represents 2 tacklers working in a vice. Tacklers do not have to creep when they tackle because they know they have help. This can be communicated with an "I'm here" call. Once the tackle is secured, a strip attempt should be performed. In this example, watch as our 2 underneath defenders, our strong safety and our middle linebacker, attack the ball carrier once the ball is thrown and prevent him from many yards after catch. In this case, our linebacker and our safety have great vision on the quarterback when he scrambles and perform a vice tackle, keeping points off the board in the red zone. The defensive corner, outside linebacker, and left safety, in this example, all have a great understanding of where their help is and are able to attack the receiver once the ball is caught, finishing on the ball with a strip attempt. The second part of group tackle is a tight area group tackle. In this case, we will use 3 defenders. We are trying to teach the defenders, if they cannot make a play in a short area, they want to leverage the ball, keep it on their inside pad so their teammate can make the play. We demonstrate this by using a rabbit who goes back and forth. The rabbit will then accelerate forward on the coach's whistle. The first defender should secure the tackle, and the other defenders should perform a strip attempt. You can see here as all the defenders against the option stay square and do not cross over. This allows one defender to leverage the ball and the others to make a tackle. In this example, all 6 defenders stay square, keep leverage, and keep making progress towards the ball carrier, ultimately finishing for a tackle for loss. Let's start with ball disruption circuit A. The first drill is what we call near hand bat. The purpose of this drill is to teach the defense that they can have a disruptive effect on the quarterback by deflecting passes at the line of scrimmage. The first coaching point is we want to make sure we rush the quarterback first. Do not jump, get your eyes on the QB, and if he's looking at you, you now want to mirror him. Match his eyes with your hand in the direction that he's looking. For a defensive lineman, we like to work a drill we call A-frame. This drill forces the defensive lineman to recover the ground on the boot, pull up the boot, and then match the quarterback's eyes and bat the ball down. Linebackers, we will blitz from depth as they approach the quarterback, and corners and safeties will come off the edge in their blitz path. Our nose tackle, number 54, does a great job of playing the low block, having vision on the quarterback, and batting the ball down at the line of scrimmage. Number 91, our right defensive tackle, as we look at the screen, does a great job, again, of making progress toward the quarterback and putting his hand up and forcing an incomplete pass. With a safety or outside linebacker blitz, in this case, number 29 does a great job of coming off the edge, closes the distance on the quarterback, and bats the ball down for an incomplete pass. Our second drill in ball disruption circuit A is our tip drill. This drill is designed to teach our defenders to get the ball at the highest point when it is tipped in the air so we can secure an interception. It is an important coaching point to teach the defenders that they are now a ball carrier once they intercept the ball. They must tuck it away and protect it. We want the defender to extend his arms and high point the ball. The defender should then tuck the ball before his 2 feet hit the ground. We call this tuck before 2. The first person in line wants to tip the ball as high as he could, so the second man can high point the football. Here is a great example of number 36 going to get it at the highest point and tucking the ball away before his 2 feet hit the ground. Here are some clips from practice. Number 31 does an excellent job of going to get the ball at the highest point to secure the interception here. Our left cornerback, number 3, has great vision on the quarterback, and as the ball is tipped in the slot, goes and gets the ball at the highest point as well. In addition, we took this drill to the playing field on game day. Number 59, our middle linebacker, has great vision on the ball, sees it tipped, and creates an interception. And the last example is our post safety. Again, with excellent vision on the quarterback. This allows him to see the ball tipped underneath and make a play on the ball that results in a turnover for the Hurricanes. Our final drill in ball disruption circuit A is called the second man in drill. The drill emphasizes when the ball carrier has been hit and controlled by the tackler, we want the next man in to tackle the ball and try to punch or rip it out. The coach will direct the ball carrier left or right. The tackler will perform an angle tackle on contact, and the defender, who is on that side of the ball, will enter the drill and perform a strip or punch the ball out. In this case, number 44 is practicing ripping the ball out from the side. This is an example of how the second man in can take points off the board. Our cornerback number 21 does an excellent job of stripping the ball out while the ball was on the 1 yard line, ultimately taking 7 points off the board for the Hurricanes. This next example shows number 36 and number 7 working together. Number 7 stands them up on the tackle, and number 36 gets a strip, getting the ball out. And our final example is another example of top-notch red zone defense, taking 7 points off the board. Great tackle by number 31. Second man in, number 7 strips it out and comes up with the football for the Hurricanes. Our next ball disruption circuit is ball disruption circuit B. The first drill in ball disruption circuit B is called a tomahawk and punch. This drill is designed to emphasize causing a fumble. Tomahawk and punch teaches a defender how to increase the number of caused fumbles without risking a missed tackle. We want to simulate a tackle from behind and make sure we ensure the tackle first. Defender's eyes should come down to the ball carrier's elbow and to the ball. If the elbow is tight and we can't see the ball, we will work a tomahawk chop and rip the ball out. If the ball is exposed and the elbow away from the ball carrier, we then want to punch it out. Of course, we always want to finish with a scoop and score. You can drill this in pairs with multiple ball carriers across the line. Here is an example of the ball carrier keeping it high and tight and the defender stripping it out with a tomahawk strip. In that case, the ball carrier's elbow was out, the ball was exposed, the defender went for a punch. Ball is low and away from ball carrier's body, we go for a punch as well. This example shows our outside linebacker number 44 never giving up on the play and applying a drill that we do every day with a punch from behind, and our defender comes in with a scoop and score, turns the field position around, and eventually led to a score for the Hurricanes. In this example, our defensive end does a great job of pursuit and chasing the ball on a QB scramble. The quarterback has the ball exposed. He goes for a punch just like we drill every day. And by defenders pursuing the ball, we increase the odds in our favor that we will recover. Our second drill in ball disruption circuit B is the karate and locate drill. This drill is designed to take advantage of poor ball security by the quarterback in the pocket. When we blitz a linebacker or a DB, we want to make sure we have every opportunity to create a turnover. In addition, the defensive line will drill this every day when pass rushing. The defender will execute a violent karate chop, locate the football, and try to scoop and score it. This is a great warm-up drill to start practice. Running over the bags, getting warmed up, and locating the football, performing a karate and locate. Good example here from the backside, number 57, just missing as he attempts to get the ball out on the quarterback. Number 56, our left defensive end, does a great job of falling back in, stripping the ball, and the Hurricanes recover. Our last and final drill of ball disruption circuit B is what we call scoop and score. Scoop and score is designed for the Canes to practice scooping and scoring any ball that is on the ground and advancing it towards the end zone to increase our chances of scoring if we don't take it in for ourselves. To emphasize this, we will scoop any ball that is on the ground in practice, including incomplete passes. Defenders will start on their backs and get up as fast as possible on the coach's whistle. Defenders should scoop the ball with 2 eyes and 2 hands. We want to possess the ball before we run. The next coaching point is to bend with our knees and our hips and scoop the bottom half of the ball. Scooping the bottom half, our knuckles should scrape the ground. After completing the 10-yard sprint, we want to put the ball down the same way we picked it up, bending with our knees, ankles, and hips. Great job of number 7 demonstrating that. This example, our post safety, number 30, does a great job of looking the ball in with 2 eyes and 2 hands, advancing it for a 15-yard return, increasing our field position, and ultimately chances to score a touchdown. On this play, 3 ball disruption drills are represented in one. First, our strong safety, number 2, does a great job of pulling up the naked by the quarterback. Following the ball being thrown, number 44 pursues the ball and executes a tomahawk or punch. In this case, he uses the punch. And last but not least, our defensive cornerback, number 37, executes a flawless scoop and score, advances it down the field, again, increasing our odds that we can score a touchdown on offense. Here's number 2 with the near hand bat drill, forcing a throw. Number 44's pursuit, an ultimate punch, gets the ball out, and number 37 does a great job of scooping and scoring and gets a big return into plus territory. A big coaching point is to make sure you scoop and score every ball. In this case, there was a great chance that the quarterback threw the ball behind the receiver and performing a lateral. We teach our players to pick up every ball and let the officials make the tough call. The first drill we will perform in our group work is the run pursuit drill. Run pursuit sets the tempo for our defense in that all 11 members of the defense will finish to the ball and then accelerate back through the goal line. It overemphasizes how hard we want our defense to run to the ball and finish the play. The drill is designed with 2 running backs or rabbits 5 yards behind the quarterback, standing on the hash with footballs already in their hands. The coach will simulate a toss to one of the rabbits, with the defense not knowing which side the toss is going. The defensive front 7 is instructed to hit the ground and then pop up and pursue the ball. The only defender that will tackle the ball carrier outside is our force player. In this case, our defense is aligned in cover 2. So our defensive cornerback is our force player. He will tackle from the outside in. All other defenders will pursue inside out and throw what we call uppercuts off the back hip of the ball carrier. Our defensive right corner comes from the outside in, and all the other players, including our backside corner, will pursue and throw violent uppercuts. We then will finish all the way through the goal line while the coach checks and try to complete it with an interception, increasing our number of times we catch balls during practice. Watch the pursuit of our backside corner, number 24, 45 yards downfield, and then he must finish another 45 yards. Finish with a catch. Cloud force from the outside in, pursuit from the inside out. The key to this drill is making sure the defenders do not impede the progress of the runner. The runner must run hard down the bottom of the numbers and not widen. In this example, we are in cover 3, and now the force player is the strong safety, number 22. Our other players will now pursue inside out and throw uppercuts and finish back through the original goal line. Here's an end zone shot of this drill. Again, number 22 is in the sky force position. He will try to tackle the ball outside in, but if not, tackle it inside out. Here is an example of cloud force to the field and great pursuit from the backside by our linebacker, number 44. Number 37 is in a position to force the ball inside, and 44 comes across the field to make a great tackle on a perimeter play. Run pursuit is designed for us to pursue all perimeter plays.